Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football. Some massive news for us Michigan fans coming out of the recruiting trail. Four-star safety Ivan Taylor flipping his commitment from Notre Dame to Michigan. You take a look at what Wink Martindale, Lamar Morgan are doing on the recruiting trail. If you're a Michigan fan, you have to be so fired up, and you dive into Ivan Taylor. I think where you want to start is just the football IQ that this kid brings to the table. I mean, you dive into the film, he is at the right spot at the right time, seemingly every single rep. And it kind of makes sense. You dive into the background. He is the son of Super Bowl champ Ike Taylor. This is a kid that just understands the game of football at an extraordinarily high level for a high school kid. That you talk about the IQ, he's a phenomenal athlete as well. A 4.5 in the 40-yard dash, a 4.25 in the short shuttle, the short area quickness, the long speed. There's not many boxes that Ivan Taylor doesn't check for this Michigan program. Kind of reminds you of Rod Moore a little bit on the film in just terms of a safety that has such command of what he's seeing in front of him, breaking on the football, making plays. I am fired up about this commitment, fired up to get into the film. Before we do, and as always, just want to say thank you to you guys and to the Michigan fans. It has been just an absolute blast talking this program over the last couple of weeks, breaking down the commitments. I can't thank you guys enough for rocking with it. If y'all do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel. And it sounds like this might not be the last Michigan commitment breakdown that we'll be doing tonight. And without further ado, let's get into Ivan Taylor. And I think before we get into the film, I want to talk about two different things. One, what a fit in terms of what Wink Martindale wants to do on the defensive side of the football, where there are going to be a lot of different looks, a lot of different packages that Wink Martindale wants to do. But I think most importantly, we all know Wink Martindale is going to want to bring some pressure. And if you want to start blitzing your front seven, you have to have safeties that can hold up in man coverage. You look at Ivan Taylor, he gets a lot of reps at the cornerback spot. This is one of those safeties that I think he's at his best, kind of playing that single or two high safety look where he's reading quarterback's eyes, kind of making plays on the football. But this is a guy that can come into the box and play some man coverage on a variety of different pass catchers. Ivan Taylor's football IQ is absolutely through the roof. When you have a safety that can combine that football IQ with being a guy that can be elite in man coverage at that safety position, again, the fit in this Wink Martindale defense, think that has to fire you up. Now you get into the film, and again, it's just a lot of different ways that Ivan Taylor's impacting the football game. But I think you want to start with just how good he is in terms of feel in the back end. I mean, just reading quarterbacks' eyes, routinely making plays on the football. This is probably my favorite rep that you see, where we talk about having a safety that can play man coverage. You're seeing Ivan Taylor get reps as a boundary cornerback. You talk about having confidence in your safeties to come up and hold up in man coverage. That's a guy like Ivan Taylor. I mean, a smooth mover, staying in the hip pocket of the receiver, breaking on the football. You go back and watch that clip again. It just gets you excited about the different ways that you can get Ivan Taylor involved in this Michigan defense. He is such a smooth mover. He's got phenomenal feet. And again, he's got a nice frame. At 6 foot, long arms, can deal with a lot of different kind of pass catchers. You continue to work through the film. And again, just a lot of different ways that, Ivan Taylor makes plays. I mean, kind of playing that too high safety look where you have to cover a lot of ground. He's going to go to the hash to the boundary, see that football in the air, and then go make a play on the catch point. And this is a guy that can cover a lot of space in the back end of the defense. You work your way through the film and you just kind of say, what can Ivan Taylor do on the defensive side of the football? And we've talked about it extensively. One of the most important aspects to this Wink Martindale defense is going to be versatility. Ivan Taylor kind of sitting there in coverage again, just really, really good feel for where the quarterback's going to be going. He's a guy that just always seems to be at or by the football making plays. Kind of similar to how we talk about Rod Moore, where just the football IQ is on another level. That's kind of what you say with a guy like Ivan Taylor as well. And you make no mistake about it, when it comes up to coming up and playing run support, Ivan Taylor can certainly do that. You take a look at Michigan in the 2025 class. We've done a lot of conversation regarding what Michigan's done along the line of scrimmage. take a look at what Michigan's doing in the back end with Lamar Morgan. Again, a question mark with Lamar Morgan was not player development. It was, can you recruit at this Michigan program quickly? Getting some of those answers, right? The second best safety in the country, Ivan Taylor, committed to Michigan. Kyle Winston, the third best safety in the country, also committed to Michigan. Kind of two different kind of players. I think Keanu Winston is probably going to spend a lot of time as a box safety, potentially playing that nickel spot. You have Ivan Taylor, a guy that can play the box safety, can hold up as a nickel cornerback, but probably one of those rangier safeties that you have in the back end. You let him read quarterback size and go make plays on footballs. I think this can be a really ball hawking caliber safety. And you look at what made Michigan kind of just feel special in 2023, the turnovers. I mean, this was a Michigan defense that was top 10 in the country in creating turnovers, something that really wasn't there in the 2021 and 2022 season. You talk about continuing to make some of those game-changing plays, those difference-making plays that win you football games at the highest level. A guy like Ivan Taylor is going to bring that to this Michigan defense. Really good football player, really good fit in this Michigan defense. We might be back on talking about another Michigan commitment over the next couple of hours. Appreciate you guys rocking with it. Again, if y'all do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel. Appreciate you guys, and we'll talk to y'all later. Peace.